Guys, it is Dover from the future. I just want to give you guys a quick heads up. We've got a bit of a technical issue with this episode. The camera kept turning off when we were recording, so we've had to crop it together a little bit. There's two specific major cuts. The audio kept going, but the camera turned off, so we've done our best to crop it all together and make it flow a bit like a conversation for you guys, but just bear with us. I know we've had a few technical issues in a few episodes, but we're pretty much got them sorted now. However, we are in the future. So hopefully the next sort of 2-3 episodes all go okay. I am in the middle of editing them all right now. But yeah, just want to let you know there's specifically 2 points I think that are really noticeable. But everything else kind of, I think, flows. But yeah, we wanted to give you this episode because obviously we talk about the usual bullshit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Alright, see you later. Love you.
He's like, he's my friend, Tony, and then Tony Stark's like, so was I. And then it's just the two of them beating the shit into Iron Man.
What's going on, internet, and welcome to the 2D Show. I'm Dan Howles.
A.K.A. Dover.
And that is Dan Loder.
A.K.A. Slodey.
And like I said, we are the 2D Show. We come at you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with a topic to hashtag chew out. It's hashtag chew it out, but regardless.
That is what you said. That is what I was trying to...
Pardon?
With a topic to hashtag earlier on when I said that sentence doesn't make sense. Because you said with a topic to hashtag chew it out.
Okay. So, this is episode 5. This is going to be Slodey's topic, but remember, you can find us again every Monday, Wednesday, Friday with the whole 3-episode omnibus busted out on a Sunday for your viewing/listening pleasure. We're on YouTube, SoundCloud, again, hopefully on iTunes, because we haven't done any fucking work to do that yet. Facebook, join our group and get involved with some great people, which is facebook.com/2D Show. Twitter is @2D Show. Email us topics@2dshow.com to get your voices heard and to hang out with some of the best friends. So
You get it better with that.
without further ado, this is the 5th time I said it officially, like the 42nd time I've probably said it.
We'll do an entire outtakes episode one day. It'll just be like 5 or 10 minutes
That's like
of
the omnibus,
Dover
isn't it?
just like...
That's the omnibus. Like all the shit in between, like us fucking up.
Yeah, that's what you get in the omnibus, by the way. If you watch us on a Sunday, don't worry, don't even watch it on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Just leave it, save it up, and just watch all
you get
3
all
episodes.
the in-between cuts as well. Because
And some amazing drawings when we are switching the camera off.
so Slode, this is the Wednesday show. This is your topic to run with. What are
Right.
you doing, buddy?
What am I doing? Nothing much, you.
No,
We are going to
just
talk
hanging
about
out with some of the best friends.
things
How you doing?
that go on bucket lists that you may or may not be too scared to do.
Okay.
So, for example, I am a self-confessed scaredy cat. I'm a pussy. I'm scared of everything. I don't like spiders. Does anyone like spiders? Do you like spiders?
No.
Which is why spiders
I
aren't on the bucket list.
don't dislike spiders. Like if a spider walked on that desk now, I wouldn't be like.
You fuck off. I was like, what's he seen?
I wouldn't be like, oh no, a spider, fucking run away.
Meanwhile, I would stop the episode. I would go home.
I wouldn't
would
pet
cry.
a tarantula, but I wouldn't run away from.
We'd have to stop everything until that spider was dealt with.
Dude, there's probably a spider in this room. Like
I've checked. I did a corner check. By the way.
I do it subconsciously when I walk into every room.
Yeah. You've got some nice white walls, so they show up. You can see them quite clearly in this room if they were to be
I
a spider.
remember, and this might be a little gross, but I remember when you killed a spider in your room when we lived together, and you left it there for a while to show other spiders that
they
you
were
are the
not
dominant one.
welcome.
You just left blood of an animal on your wall, being like, "Don't fucking enter this room."
I'm quite mild, and I quite like animals. Spiders, however, I can't cope with spiders. No. If I see spiders, have
You
to
don't
go.
like crawly things. You don't like moths and shit.
I don't like moths. Moths are another one. Any bug
Is it an insect
that
bug thing?
dares to come into my bedroom.
I'm stuck.
Even flies. Like if a fly's in my bedroom, I have to wait till the fly goes, or deal with it, or coax it away from the room.
Yeah.
It has to be done. So
So-
that's why bugs are not on my
What about
bucket list.
snakes?
Snakes are not mine.
Scorpions?
Fine with snakes. Would hold a snake. Scorpions.
Because that's sort of
They're
spider
kind of on the
bug
cusp.
territory.
Snakes don't have legs. It's the legs that get me. I just don't like not knowing what they're doing with their legs.
What about a millipede?
Too many legs.
Centipede?
Too many legs.
I don't know what the difference is.
Dog. Too many legs.
Is it mils in the number? And cent as in...
I think centipedes have less legs than millipedes.
Cent's 100, right?
Yes.
So what's
And
mil?
milli is
million.
a Lil Wayne song.
Is a little
A
bit-
milli. No.
So, what other stuff have we got?
Bugs have nothing to do with bucket lists.
No.
But that is how scared I am.
This
So,
is
to
the
bring it
tangents
back-
you get with the omnibus, people.
You get these anyway because this is an episode. But you'll get more tangents. It's like a tangerine
A
fest.
tangentrine.
A tangent dream. So, to bring it back to bucket lists.
Oh, that's not Pepsi. What are you talking about?
What are you doing?
Making sure you can't see the Pepsi logo.
So unprofessional.
So, bucket lists. So, obviously, everyone knows a bucket list is a list of things to do before you
Kick
die.
the bucket. Before you kick the bucket. That's where the term comes from.
Oh!
Did you not know that?
What?
It's the list of things to do before you kick the bucket.
That-
AKA die.
That is the penny dropping of the last 7 years, dude. That noise you just heard. What the fuck? Who came up with the term bucket list?
Mr. Bucket.
Where is...
Dr. Bucket.
Okay, Google. What is the etymology of bucket list? It's a Pokeball. I don't know where the Pokeball came from. My watch... So, my watch is connected to the phone that is currently filming this, and for some reason, from some app that is open, it has turned into a Pokeball. I do not know why. Dude, I'm fucking losing it right now.
That's where it comes from.
Carry on. Bucket
Right.
list.
So, because I'm so
I
scared...
thought it was like a bucket list. I thought that was the whole point.
No, it's a bucket list. It's a list of things to
No,
do before
I
you
know
die.
it's a bucket list, but the whole point would be like, oh, fuck it, I'm going to die. So
That is
it's
the
a bucket
point,
list.
but the word comes from
Kicking the bucket.
Yeah. Right.
Continue. Sorry to derail.
So, because of that, there are things that aren't on my bucket list because I would be too scared to do them, such as skydiving. Why do you want to throw yourself from a plane at that? Why?
Would rather skydive than bungee jump. I'm going to skydive in my life. I feel confident saying that. I haven't ever made a bucket list, but I feel confident saying that I will jump from a plane with a parachute attached to me, or attached to someone who has a parachute, because they don't let you jump on their own.
Next year, Children in Need, we will do an episode
What are you
where we will sponsor people to get you to skydive.
We will sponsor people to get me to skydive.
I will stay on the ground and film it because there is no way I am jumping out of a plane.
Okay.
It's just
But again, I'd rather...
I firmly believe in if at first you don't succeed, try and try again. You do not get that with skydiving because if you do not succeed the first time, you did.
You did.
That is the end of your
Not
bucket.
necessarily. Do people have lived from planes?
What without a parachute?
Yeah, dude, I'm sure the math is there for like people to have fallen out of all time ever. Someone survived. Some one person has survived. So not necessarily.
But the odds still aren't very much in your favour.
May the odds forever be in your favour. Is that from?
I don't know how you do it.
Is that from? Is that
You are think that was a correct reference. Yes, you did it.
Scouts Honor? Dude, is that the? That's the Dane Cook thing, isn't it?
Who's doing it? Anyway, so I would probably rather bungee jump.
How
than
are you so unworldly? You don't know who Dane
We've
Cook
discussed
is.
this in other episodes. I live under a rock.
Another topic for another day is going to be me just listing off 300 things to be like, do you know what this is?
Okay, we'll do that. I'll add that to the list of.
But continue anyway.
Right. So I would probably rather bungee jump than skydive, but I would rather do neither. I would rather not do either of them. Things on my bucket list would be things like see the 7 wonders of the world. I don't know, find like a really nice restaurant. It's just really boring things on my bucket list because I really don't want to skydive or any other dangerous stuff. Like whitewater rafting.
That's never interested me. But like, not because of a danger thing. It's like
I'm not really much of an adrenaline junkie. I think that's what I'm getting at. And bucket list things tend to be like the things you need to do once, the like adrenaline thing.
So would you? I don't know. Like how? So the conversation is things you want to put on a bucket list but wouldn't.
Yes.
So things you're too pussy to ever
Put on
attempt.
a bucket. Yeah.
Okay.
So have you got any of those? Are there any things you wouldn't do?
anything I wouldn't do.
Because you'd be too scared to, or
I wouldn't eat. Like, you see on like Who Wants, like, eat a kangaroo eyeball and stuff.
Oh,
Like stuff like gross
yeah.
thing. I wouldn't do shit like that on like Get Me Out of the Jungle or whatever. I wouldn't do stuff
I'm a
like
celeb
that.
to get me out of here.
Yeah. I wouldn't like eat a kangaroo testicle or drink my own piss or something. Like like gross things.
Yeah.
That's a squirmish thing though.
I know what you mean.
Would
though,
I eat a
wouldn't.
person? Probably.
Oh.
Have you got any examples
Of
stuff to do on bucket
eating
list?
body part? Oh, right,
No.
okay. I was going to say, like, any people recipes.
No. What else? My bucket list. Stuff that I'm too scared to put on a bucket list. Like, I don't know.
I did have some examples, but guess what?
A lot of, like, jackass stuff. But, like, that's just stupid things. Like, dude, bucket list of things you want to accomplish, right? So
Yeah.
my bucket list would be, like, fucking... I had a bucket list before, thing to put on my bucket list, which was to sleep with a woman from every race.
Oh.
That, I've not done it. That's a check mark. Hi, Mom. Mom. Hey, Mom. Have you
I've got some ideas here. These are 25 crazy bucket list ideas.
Okay, rattle them off and we'll see if we do them or not.
Humans in the audience, if you would like to play along, you can just Google crazy bucket list ideas and you can
Remember,
find this
tweet us at 2D Show and you can tell us about, maybe you've done some of these things. Like, I saw on Facebook a little while back, like in Australia, there was like a cliff, and then people had like, it was like embedded. So I think like the White Cliffs of Dover, right? And then there's a beach at the bottom of them. People had like tied a rope across the two ends of the cliff and were like rope swinging hundreds and hundreds of feet in the air. And I was like, oh no, like with GoPros on and shit,
way.
obviously. You see these like first person POV like climbing up massive buildings and stuff.
I struggle to watch those.
I don't. I'm not really scared of heights. I wouldn't do it because I'm too clumsy. Like, I do not have the hand-eye coordination to climb a building. If I did, I'd be motherfucking Spider-Man. Like, I'd be doing that shit all the time. If, like, a parkour, like, yeah, I'd be doing it, but I can't. That's why it's not my bucket list, because that would be the reason I don't get anything else done on my bucket list, because I'm dead.
That's probably another reason. I'd be the same. Like, well, I don't know. I don't think I'm necessarily clumsy. I think I would be able to, like, physically, like, be able to, like,
Maneuver.
hand-eye coordination to climb up a building.
So what are some of these, man?
Do the polar plunge.
What is the polar plunge?
I have no idea. It doesn't actually give you.
I'm going to assume the polar plunge is
I think it's probably like
jumping into ice water naked or something like that.
Yeah.
It's going to be something like that. What else on there, man?
that's something I would do.
You jump into...
Learn to surf, ghost dive, learn to surf. That's just something that doesn't. Would you ever?
Yeah, man.
That's
That'd be
not something
awesome.
that ever interests me. Like surfing, really.
It's not dangerous.
It isn't dangerous. It just.
Unless you're doing it like on a shark.
My bucket list would be full of like more like traveling stuff. Run with the bulls in Spain. That's quite.
I
a good
am
one.
not fit enough to outrun a bull.
Neither am I. One day we'll do
Dude,
like.
could a
Should we do a
bull kill-
6-week challenge? Like one day, like just we'll turn up.
What?
Buff.
From couch to matador in 6 weeks?
We'll give ourselves 6 weeks to not get killed by bulls.
What else on there?
What else have we got?
Join-
Biggest food fight in the world.
Fuck yeah, I'd do that. Like,
Yeah, I would do that. That sounds quite good.
Paintballing
Whistle.
naked.
Oh my god, that's
You got a cup on.
a very different kind of. All right, fine. That's a very
Paintballing.
different kind of brave.
It'd just be nut shots 24/7.
I think I'd be okay with that.
Paintballing naked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I could do that.
What about just public nudity
Just
in
paint
general?
yourself blue.
Would you walk down the street naked?
Walk down the street naked.
Yeah. Would you? Broad daylight.
For how much money?
No, bucket list.
No.
No.
That would. It's just.
Are you a type of person to? You live with people, so it's awkward. But do you live on the top floor, right? You don't live on the first floor. I've never seen your house.
Oh, we just have a normal house, so I have like a bedroom and the upper floor.
So it's not like you get some bedrooms on the ground floor. It's on the top
No, it's
floor.
all the bedrooms are
Do
upstairs.
you ever walk around naked with your windows, with your curtains open?
No.
No.
Because the way the way my street works, my windows are there. There's a road, and then there's houses on the other side. Literally.
So
through
you've
my
never
window.
been in like your garden naked?
No.
We live very
Have you?
different lives.
Yes, we do.
Apparently.
Admittedly, when my housemates aren't home, I have walked around the house with nothing on.
Yeah. Yeah, I walk around
When
this
I
house.
know they're not home.
Like I walk around this house, not all the time naked. Hi, landlord. But it's if I don't put clothes on to go into a different room. If I think the curtains are open, I will go in there naked. You shouldn't look in my house.
My house is a bit like a drug den, so I just don't open the curtains in my bedroom.
Yeah, but like,
But-
if my kitchen blinds are open, I won't do the whole like crawl on the ground, get the blinds open, and then stand up. Like, I'll just walk in naked. It's my house. Don't look into my house if you don't want to see my dick.
Oh, like the living room and stuff, I don't really mind. Like again, we have blinds in the living room that we kind of keep shut, and then our kitchen's like an extension on the back with like. But that doesn't bother me. I just wouldn't like go out in like the street, like say like you're shopping in London. I wouldn't like walk into Harrods like with my balls out.
They wouldn't let you into Harrods when your balls out.
I don't know. I don't.
But
think
that's a bucket list thing. Try and get into Harrods naked. They can't be like, no, we don't accept nudists. They
well,
can't.
they'll turn you away if you have like too many holes in your jeans. If you look too scruffy in Harrods and stuff. Like I remember going on a school trip once, and we were told to wear nice clothes because we were going to Harrods.
You couldn't wear hoodies.
Couldn't wear ripped jeans. Couldn't wear hoodies.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, there's a dress
That's
code.
fucking snobby. Some snobby ass shit. What else on there? You've locked
So
it,
we've already agreed that we can't run with bulls because we're too unfit. Would you want to do that if you were fit enough? Would you take that risk? That would be one adrenaline thing.
I mean,
think
it's
I
easy to
wouldn't
say
mind.
this in South Wales where you've never seen a bull in your life, and the ones that do are fucking chained to fields.
Swimming with sharks, not with a cage,
Swimming
because it can be done.
with a shark.
Would you do it in a cage? Swim with sharks in a cage?
Would I, it's called something, isn't it? Shark tanking or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Hashtag shark tanking.
So would you shark tank?
Yes. 100% yes.
Yeah.
Would you scuba
Would
dive?
you then? Would you scuba dive in?
Not with anything
I'd
poisonous.
like to.
Not with anything poisonous or
I
whatever.
think scuba diving I'd like to do.
Like
I
go
think
to some
I would-
coral reefs or some shit.
Yeah. Great Barrier Reef I'd like to do. Like scuba diving around that.
Fitness is out of the equation. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know if I could swim under fucking that much water.
Swimming's. I went through a phase of like going to the gym and I went swimming. I found it surprisingly hard.
Yeah.
Like just like being underwater. Like I think when you're a kid and you like go swimming like for swimming lessons and stuff, you get used to the pressure on your chest.
I love how we're giving
But I
fitness
like-
lessons.
Yeah. But I can remember like just sitting in the water with and I had to sit there for like a couple minutes, just like getting used to like putting the extra effort into like breathing for a minute. I don't know if that's because I am. That might just be me. I might just be way more unfit than every other human being on the planet.
I don't know. I went swimming recently.
Oh.
That's gone down. So
Guys, what am I going to
Photos.
draw next? Right, so we're talking about bucket lists. So on your screen now, you will see a bucket. This is all about bucket lists. So this will be someone kicking the bucket.
sink.
There we go. Right, and we're back. Hello. Did you miss us?
Slight technical malfunction, but if you watch the omnibus, you'll see a brilliant picture of
Well, I'm assuming that was mid-episode, so that'll be on the.
that won't be on the main thing, will it?
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bucket.
I'll draw the bucket.
A bucket. Right, keep going, bro.
Right.
What else? I
Jump off.
would I swim with a shark? And we're seeing like the shark is just out in the open. I'm just there.
Right, we need to hold the phone. Hold the phone.
What's going on?
Hold the phone. Number 19.
Take your picture with a bunch of parrots.
Why? So this is on a list with things like swim the Great Barrier Reef, get in a massive food fight, get your picture taken with a bunch of parrots.
Dude, that's terribly out of focus. Right, we don't have license to use your face, but if you give your fucking license to be on a website covered in fucking parrots, you get what you fucking get.
Oh, that like messed the white balance up so much for a few seconds then.
Dude, it's because I am that powerful.
It's okay. We looked hand and nice
What
again.
else we got in here? Climb the heavenly stairs. Oh no!
Climb the heavenly stairs.
I don't know if I do that. It's like that fucking mountain pass where you walk on like planks of wood and everything. Have you seen that?
No. So
Yeah.
that's like the side of a mountain there.
That is the side of a mountain where like there's a.
So what we have there, I don't know if you guys can see that at all.
No, they can't.
This
We can embed
is-
some pictures.
this- oh my god. This like wall here is a mountainside. And there's a little path you can see sort of here-ish, which is a wooden walkway going around
It
the side of
looks
the
like
mountain.
a plank of shed wood.
What we'll do is we'll have to we'll blow that up and like put it on a screenshot
Yeah.
so you can like see it.
It'd be great if someone was taking notes, so we didn't have to listen to the whole episode again.
Yeah, it would. Yeah.
But what else you got on there?
Why are you not doing that?
Would have behooved me to do that beforehand. You gonna any more?
What else is on the list?
I don't know. I also don't know how long we've been going for now because the audio's going 52
Our timer
minutes.
is gone. Right. So I think we went for like 30 minutes exactly, did we?
33, I think. Or was that
Might
your
as well.
iPad?
Get your hair groomed by a monkey.
Yeah. Like, why not? That's not a bucket list thing. That's not like... Is that extreme?
No.
Be in Chicago on St. Patrick's Day.
Hot air balloon ride.
Ooh.
Would you?
Yes.
I don't think I would.
It's easy to say, yeah, I'd fucking do this. Sat from behind the desk.
I hate heights. I think that's the problem. Like with lots of bucket list things rely on you getting very high. Not on drugs. We're not about that. But like, they rely on like a lot of height.
Yeah.
And I don't do heights.
You can do a high...
I went rock climbing in boulders in Cardiff. And started panicking when I got too high.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, I don't get it, but I understand. Like, dude, some people don't like heights. Like, whatever. But, see, I didn't used to like heights as a kid. I don't want to be condescending or anything. But, like, when I was a kid, we used to run and jump off walls and stuff. Like, not like fucking ridiculous walls, but like, 4 or 5 foot walls. And taller than I was at that time. And I'd look at them, I'd be on top of the wall ready to jump off, I'd be like, I'm super high. Like, oh my God, I can't do this. But it took me a while to realize that, like, my head is not where my feet are. So, like, I'm looking at it an extra 4 feet or an extra 3 feet higher than the jump is. So I'm not seeing a 4 foot height, I'm seeing a 7 foot height.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know why, but, like, realizing that, I was like, okay. Like, it's not as high as it looks, so I know it's not.
It's true. Oh.
My phone is fucked.
Is your phone's SD card full? Or is it going to the internal memory?
Potentially. We need to end this video.
Right. Thank you for watching. This has been a slightly shorter episode, which some of you may be thankful for. I don't know. If you are thankful for that, why are you watching? Anyway. So...
Remember, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I'm Dan Howles. That's Dan Loder. You can tweet us at TwoDee Show, and you can email us topics, ideas at topics.
Nearly. Oh, so close.
Topics at TwoDeeShow.com.
So close.
So close. Remember, every Sunday is an omnibus, and you're going to have a lot more fill of this fucking omnibus because there's been some technical problems, so that's why we're rushing this to be done. But thanks for watching, guys. Get in touch, become one of the best friends, and let's just all hang out and do stuff off our bucket list because that could be great. My bucket list is to get some of our best friends together and to interview J.K. Rowling, which you guys should still be tweeting #.
That's not how Twitter works.
That's not how Twitter works. But at J.K. Rowling, get on at 2D Show because they want to talk about the Harry Potter universe.
He's not a fan. I am.
But we'd love you, and you'd be super cool if you came on the show.
Yes.
So, thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for the Friday show.
And here's a drawing of Dover in a shark cage.